gentlemen, aboard the privateer Lynx. Are you ready for an adventure?
Yeah!
Are you ready for drama?
Yeah!
Are you ready for gunfire?
Yeah!
Excellent, outstanding. My name is Bodie. I'm the first mate aboard the privateer Lynx, and I would like to welcome you aboard today. Back there at the wheel, we have the captain, Christopher Trandell. You've already met him a little bit. He's our captain. Right over here, we've got Katie. You met her up at the top of the dock. She is our education coordinator, head educator, so to speak, when we do our school programs. Right over here, we have Ryan. He's our gunner. He's the one that'll be making the boom.
Yeah.
Right back here, we've got Crunch. He's our ship's cook. We've got Erin right back there. She's my squeeze. She's just come down from Santa Cruz to spend her spring break with me aboard the Lynx.
All right.
And all the way back in the back, we have Abe. He's our engineer. He's the one to go looking for if the head doesn't work.
All right.
We also have on board somewhere, I think, we have Jimmy. Jimmy is our ship's purser. You'll see him. What's that? Where's he at?
Oh, there's Jimmy.
I see you, the bastard's in the way. That's Jimmy, our purser right there, and kind of a jack of all trades. All right, so I just want to remind you guys, all of you that came with us, the tickets that you bought for this trip is round trip. We do plan on bringing all of you back with us today. That means rule number 1 is no swimming. Don't get off the boat until we're back at the dock and kicking you to the curb. Should you see somebody breaking rule number 1 and going swimming today, what's the first thing that you do?
Throw a rope.
You yell man overboard. You throw flotation to them. You point at them. You tell us what side they're overboard.
Grab the gaffling hook.
As many people as possible want to congregate kind of midships here in the very middle of the boat so the crew can scurry about and do the things that we're trained to do to bring the cold, wet, and angry people back aboard the boat. As far as flotation aboard, we have right just aft of our foremast right there, between this galley house and there, we have a life ring. Once you're up there on the foredeck, you can kind of see it there. We also have 2 life rings on either side of the quarterdeck back there. One right about where Jimmy is standing right now, and one on the opposite side there. Life rings, they look kind of like those lifesaver candies, but they're big and they're plastic, so don't try to eat them, okay? They're very important emergency equipment that we have on board, so no eating the life rings. Additional flotation that we have on board, we have these things, and a lot of them. In this deck box, that deck box, the 2 deck boxes back on the quarterdeck, and one on the port side where Crunch is sitting back there, we've got some more. Plus, above every single bunk down below decks, we have extras. There's about enough of these on board for each of us to have like 3 of them if we wanted them. They are neither comfortable nor fashionable, so we're not going to require any of you to wear them today, but you should know where they are and how to don them should you need them, and they're in the event of a water landing, so to speak. By the way, you might want to know. You might be wondering, how do I know if I do need one of those personal flotation devices? Any guesses?
When the crew's in the water.
If you see me putting one on, that's a pretty good indication that you might need one. All right, so you'd find them out of that. We have 2 different sizes of these personal flotation devices. We have adult and we have child's. A child's PFD is for somebody that weighs 89 pounds or less. An adult PFD is for somebody that obviously weighs 90 pounds or more. You pull it out of the box. They are labeled accordingly. Adult here. You pull it out of the box. You take this strap here and you let it hang, and then you're going to spread apart the collar and you're going to slide it over your head with the outside facing out. Any guess how you can tell which is the outside, which is the inside? That was a trick question. It really doesn't matter. There is no outside or inside.
Just get it on.
They can go on either way. You pull the strap around your back, you clip it, and then you pull really tight. You want to pull really tight because obviously as you go in the water, you're going to be trying to go down, and this thing's going to be trying to go up. Any questions about our personal flotation devices? All right. Well, just a reminder to everybody, this is a working sailing vessel. This is a real Baltimore Clipper privateer sailing vessel. We are going to be sailing, and as a sailing vessel, there are a few things about it that can be dangerous if you're not aware. First of all, where I'm standing, not the best place to stand when the sails are set. When this foresail is set, the sail will stretch all the way out to the end of the boom. This boom can travel from one side of the boat to the other, sometimes seemingly at will, and with a great force behind it. If I were standing up here when this boom decided to pass across, most likely I would break rule number 1, in addition to my back. Likewise, up there on the foredeck where Katie's leaning against right there, that's our staysail boom. Same concept. Right back here, our mainsail boom. Bigger boom when it hits your head. So we ask that nobody stand up on top of the foredeck, on top of the galley house, this cabin house, or that one, unless you're invited up. There will be a couple of times when we're setting and taking in sail that you'll be invited to help out. Speaking of that, this is a working sail. This is no pleasure cruise.
All right.
Now, if somebody really doesn't want to do any work, aside from my crew obviously, then we're not going to force you to. However, this is your opportunity, your golden opportunity to feel the burning sensation in the hands, to really feel like an 1812 privateer, to allow me to yell at you. This is your prime opportunity to volunteer to save me the trouble of pressing you into service. So when you hear me starting to spout commands like set the main or set the foresail or something like that, just go, ooh, 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 I want to do it, I want to do it. And we'll put you to work for sure. My crew will be more than happy to do that. Couple more kind of safety things. This line right here coming down from the boom. Our mainsail has the same thing, our staysail has the same thing. These lines are called sheets. They will pass from the middle of the boat outboard, and they will switch sides, sometimes seemingly at will. They'll go slack and taut, so you want to stay clear of those. Likewise, these lines that are coming down right here diagonally from the gaff, there'll be another set over here on the other side. Those will likewise go slack and taut, so you don't want to get any arms or legs or heads or anything like that caught in that area at the wrong time. When's the right time to have your arms and legs and head caught in that area? There is no right time.
Never.
So you just want to stay cognizant of that. Also, any other lines that are on the deck, stuff like that. If the gunner is using one of the guns, you want to kind of, you know, keep a good, safe distance away from that, and he'll help you with that because he'll say, hey, you, move. You might be wondering where the potty is on board. What we call the potty on this boat, we call it the head. If you really need to use it, that head is right down below decks. The below decks will be closed until we have our little shop open towards the end of the sail, because our crew, after all, does live here as well. So if anybody needs to use the head, just find a crew member, and our crew will take you down there and show you where it is and how to use it. The operation is pretty simple. All you got to do, first of all, a marine head, all that we put in it is that which we have already digested, plus small amounts of toilet paper. There's a waste paper basket down there for everything else. All you got to do is step on the pedal next to the bowl. Everything should go away. And then you lift your foot off of the pedal and everything should stop going away. If step 1 or step 2 does not work out as planned, then you go looking for Abe, our engineer, who I think is hiding right now. And he'll be happier than he thinks to help you out with that.
Happier than he thinks.
So, any questions before we get underway? As the captain, I think, mentioned, there's a memorial service going on right now down by the Coast Guard base, so we're kind of getting lined up to go cruise down there. It's supposed to happen in about 10 minutes. We're going to give them a little salute, and then we'll be setting sail expeditiously right after that. So thanks for coming aboard once again. Thanks for supporting our programs, and hope you guys have nearly as much fun as I will during the sail.
Okay, folks, if I could have everybody's attention, please.
To be aware.
First thing I'd like to do is welcome everybody aboard. We'll do a safety speech on the way out of here, but I just want to let y'all know that down here at the North T Pier, where the Coast Guard base is, I read in the paper a couple of days ago that there's going to be a memorial service for 2 World War II veterans that passed away. One's a Navy veteran, and another one's a veteran of the Merchant Marines. And they don't know we're coming, but we're going to go down, we're going to fire a couple of the cannons for them, we're going to dip the ensign, and we'll have everybody line the starboard rail, and when we dip the ensign, we'll doff hats and salute the widows as we go by. So you'll know when we get over there, and we'll make the call. You'll hear the bosun's pipe. When you hear the bosun's pipe, that's basically attention to colors. And then we'll dip the ensign, fire the guns, etc., etc., etc. All right? So let's go have fun.